When a guy and a girl, who absolutely hated each other in college, get stranded on a deserted island, they end up doing things they never imagined. The guy discovers something about her that completely shakes him. What really happened on that island that changed both of their lives forever? Let's find out. The story begins with a beautiful and smart girl named Emily, who wakes up early in the morning and gets ready for school. Emily is very popular at her school and has lots of friends. On the other hand, we meet Ryan, who is completely lazy. He wakes up late, brushes his teeth, and sits down to play video games. His dad, Mark, scolds him, "Ryan, you'll be late for school." Meanwhile, Emily gets ready along with her little sister, Sophie, and their mom, Linda, drops them off at school. At school, Emily meets her best friend, Rachel. Just then, a boy named Jake says hi to Emily, and Rachel starts teasing her. That same day in class, their teacher, Mr. Smith, announces that the school trip to Trinity Island will leave the next morning at 7 a.m. Just then, Emily walks in a little late, and Ryan bumps into her from behind. Jokingly, he says, "Oops, sorry, my princess." Emily gets angry hearing that. The teacher is explaining the trip details when Rachel whispers to Emily, "Did you hear? Ryan's going on the trip too, all thanks to his dad's money." And then she makes a face at Ryan. During lunch, Rachel tells her friends about what happened between Jake and Emily that morning. She jokes, "The trip is 7 days long. Jake and Emily should totally spark something." But Emily replies, "Rachel, we should focus on having fun and learning new things during the trip." During lunch, Emily notices Ryan peeling an apple. Just then, their teacher, Mrs. Garcia-Syke, walks over and scolds Ryan for bringing a knife to school. She takes him to the principal's office. Rachel tells her friends, Emily should stay away from boys like Ryan, especially when someone cool like Jake likes her. The next morning, Emily gets ready for the trip and thanks her parents, Linda and Steve. On the other side, Ryan doesn't want to go on the trip, but his dad Mark convinces him, reminding him how hard they worked to get him on the trip, even after breaking school rules. Eventually, Ryan agrees. While getting on the bus, Jake asks Emily, "How are you?" And they start chatting. Rachel teases Emily again, but Emily ignores her. A little later, the whole class reaches Trinity Island. While getting off the bus, Mrs. Garcia tells everyone, "Friends, today you all can enjoy at the pool, but be back before dinner. Our schedule starts tomorrow." Soon after, Emily and her friends reach the pool. There, Emily meets Jake, and they all enjoy the water together. But Ryan is standing far away, silently watching them from the balcony. That same evening, Rachel comes to Emily and says, "Listen, Jake invited us to a special party on a nearby boat." At first, Emily refuses, but Rachel and the other friends convince her by insisting. They all reach the boat together for the party. There, Emily starts looking for Rachel, but her eyes fall on Jake, who is laughing and joking with another girl. Seeing this makes Emily feel bad, and she starts to leave. Just then, Ryan, who was standing on the side, watching everything, says, "Hey, your buddy sure is having a good time." Emily replies angrily, "Ryan, this has nothing to do with you." Suddenly, a police vehicle arrives. It turns out some people at the party were involved in illegal things, and the police ask everyone to come to the front of the boat. Just then, Emily slips and falls into the water. Ryan sees her fall and immediately jumps in to save her. He pulls her onto a small boat that was tied to the big boat with a rope. When Emily asks, Ryan says, "I don't want to get into trouble with the police. Once they leave, we'll go back to the big boat." He cuts the rope, but soon the big boat drifts far away from them. Suddenly, the weather starts to change and a storm is about to hit. Ryan notices that the small boat doesn't even have a motor. Suddenly, a huge wave hits, and they both hold onto the boat tightly. By morning, they realize the waves have taken them deep into the Arabian Sea. Ryan's phone is ruined. He asks Emily for her phone, but she has no network. Frustrated, Emily says, "We should have followed the boat." Ryan replies, "Hey, don't stress. We'll find a way out of this." They arrive at the edge of a deserted island, but find no path, no help. Tired and disappointed, they return to their small boat. only to see that the waves have carried it away. All that's left is one life jacket. After walking the whole day, they get exhausted, and the sun begins to set. Ryan gathers some wood and lights a fire. They decide to stay the night right there. Emily's feeling cold, so Ryan takes off his jacket and gives it to her. They sit down and start talking. Emily says, "Maybe our mom and dad will find us by tomorrow." Ryan gives her hope too. "Yeah, don't worry. Everything will be fine." The next morning, Ryan wakes up and sees that Emily is missing. He looks around and finds her at the shore where she's writing SOS in the sand using rocks and pebbles. Ryan asks, "What are you doing?" Emily replies, "Trying to save our lives. And we need to find drinking water too." Ryan goes for a short swim and Emily watches him.